Kimpa. For Kimpa Vita is Vita. Now Kimpa Vita was born in 1684. 1684. So many hundreds of years ago, she was born. My brother, my sister, she was born circa 1684, and she was killed at the age of 20. Why was she killed? What exactly happened? Today, my brother, my sister, this is the class. Now, Kimpa Vita, my brother, my sister, was born around Mount Kibangu. Kibangu. How many of us remember Kimbanguism? How many of us remember Simon Kimbangu? My brother, my sister, our heroine for today was born near Mount Kimbangu in present-day Angola, the ancient kingdom of the Congo. And she was born in 1684. In fact, she was born into a family that was very noble. Her father was an army officer who served the king of Congo. In fact, it was a time that nobility was very important. It was at a time that tradition was so powerful in Africa. It was at a time, my brother, my sister, where the culture of Africa was very strong. Now, this was the time the Portuguese started entering Angola, the kingdom of the Congo. Remember, it was the Congolese people of Angola, my brother, my sister, at that time, the kingdom of Congo, who spread all over the whole area and kept their culture very strong and powerful. They were a people who invented a lot of things in almost every aspect of life, from religion all the way through agriculture and even architecture. The kingdom of Congo, Kongo. Remember, it's different from the Congo we have today. Democratic Republic of Congo is different from the kingdom of Congo, Kongo. Our heroine was born in this wonderful kingdom. Kimpa Vita was born around Mount Kimbangu in 1684. Her father was a powerful soldier who served the king. And for that matter, she was revered because she always lived around the king of Congo. It was a time that so many Portuguese people had come into that area, and the king of Congo was trying to stop them from coming in. This resulted into a very big fracas. But remember, the kingdom of Congo had in the past fought against the Portuguese, fighting the Portuguese and keeping the Portuguese people away. Remember the battle of Mbuila. The battle of Mbuila. Now, the battle of Mbuila, Mbuila is spelled Mbwilla. Now, the battle of Mbuila was fought in 1665. 1665. At that time, our heroine was not born. And what was the battle all about? It was the Portuguese who came into the kingdom of Congo, fighting the people of Congo. It was a battle that occurred on the 29th day of October in 1665, in which Portuguese forces came all the way to the kingdom of the Congo and fought very hard, killing and maiming the people of the kingdom. They came in, and these Portuguese forces defeated the forces of the kingdom of Congo and capitalized the whole place and took it over as their own. This was in 1665, the Battle of Mbuila. The Battle of Mbuila. At that time, the king of the Congo was called Antonio I. They killed him and decapitated him and took away the head all the way to Portugal. King Antonio I was a very powerful king who fought against the Portuguese, but the Portuguese defeated him in the Battle of Ambuila. Yes, the Battle of Ambuila in 1665. They killed him, cut off his head like the head of Sir Charles McCarthy by the Ashantis, and took his head all the way to Portugal. All this while our hero, better still our heroine, was not born. It took several other years. In 1684, she was born around the mountain Kimbangu area. And when she was born, because she was born into privileged society, her father was a soldier who served the king of the Congo. Oh my God, the kingdom of Congo. She was privileged. She ate well and she lived well. She went into education so early. By the age of 12, she mastered religion and the traditions of the kingdom of Congo. By the age of 15, she already started hearing voices around her, and she claimed she had visions in which she saw Jesus Christ. And Jesus Christ was black, and that Jesus Christ was born in the kingdom of Congo. She also mentioned that Saint Anthony was also black. Mary was black. She was one of the first people around those times to mention that Jesus Christ was black, and that Saint Anthony was also black, and that Mary was also black. And she warned the people of Congo to drive away the Portuguese, and that if they allowed the Portuguese to come in hook, line, and sinker, they will colonize the whole place and enslave the people. And in fact, they will do terrible things that the people of Congo will be shocked about. Kimpa Vita. She was born in 1684, and when she was born, she was baptized in the Roman Catholic Church, and her name was changed from Kimpa Vita to Beatrice. Now, growing up in the traditions of the kingdom of Congo, she realized that the Catholic Church was not preaching anything black. Everything that the Catholic preached was nothing but white, and it was about white superiority. She was against it. She had visions, and in the visions, she saw that the Portuguese had to be sent away. She saw that if the Portuguese was allowed into the country, they would actually take over the country and enslave the people of the Congo. So what did she do? She sought to speak with the king of the kingdom of Congo. And she finally had the audience. When she spoke with the king, she told the king, listen, don't allow Catholicism here. It's a demonic religion, and this Catholicism is a religion that is going to bring about slavery. Send all of them away. Do not allow any more Portuguese people to enter this country. And then she also told the king, God has rejected you, Jesus Christ. And in the Congolese language, Jesus Christ is referred to as Yissa ya Congo. Yissa ya Congo. Spelling Y-I-S-S-A for Yissa. Ya. Y-A-H. Congo. K-O-N-G-O. Yissa ya Congo. She preached in the marketplaces, preaching black superiority. She preached that Jesus was black, and she brought a lot of hope to black people in the area who had been told that Jesus Christ was white like the Portuguese, and how if you were black, you were a son of the devil unless you became a Catholic. She gave the people hope. In no time, by the age of about 19, she had gathered tens of thousands of followers who saw her as a prophetess. In fact, she said so many things that came to pass. Today we are talking about Kimpa Vita. She dropped her name, Beatrice, and picked up Kimpa Vita. And she worshipped Yissa ya Congo. My brother, my sister, she continued preaching and getting the people. Hey, very soon she raised an army to chase out the Portuguese and to close down all Catholic churches in the kingdom of Congo. She considered the Portuguese Catholics as demonic and wicked, and that Jesus Christ, Yesaya Kongo, hated them and wanted them out of the area. She gained massive support as she preached Pan-Africanism and also preached that Jesus Christ will speak to you, but if you saw Jesus as white, he will never ever speak with you. In 1704, my brother, my sister, when she was only 20 years, she went around preaching. In fact, the Portuguese could not stop her. They believed that she had supernatural power. And look at what she told her followers. Everybody has to be chaste. You know what it means to say chaste? Some people say chaste. Chastity. My brother, my sister, you have to stay away from sex. All the followers were not allowed to have sex. None of them was supposed to have sex. And she said that sex was a thing that linked you to the devil. That sex was very, very bad. She did not even allow them to get married. Marriage was not a thing. She said, stay away from sex. She did not even say, oh, wait until you get married. She preached chastity. That was what she preached. The king of the Congo kingdom at that time was called King Pedro the Fourth. And she warned Pedro and said, you have lost favor in the eyes of God. Leave the throne and a new king will be brought, or else something terrible is going to happen to you. You will be sorry that you stayed in power. She was not afraid of anybody. Now the Catholic Church said she was a witch because she was able to predict adequately. She said she was hearing the words and the voice of God. But the Catholic Church said she was only practicing witchcraft. At the same time, she was also practicing voodoo. In fact, voodooism. At the same time, they said that she was demonized and that she was totally practicing witchcraft. And therefore, the Catholic Church advised people to stay away from her. Something interesting happened. Remember, all her life, she had never had sex. She was 20 years old and hormones started jangling. In fact, she started having sexual feelings, especially when it got cold. Remember, she was born around Mount Kimbangu, which normally got very, very cold. In the night, she got so cold, and she would have to ask one or two soldiers to come and sleep around her to keep her warm. Whilst the soldiers slept around her and kept her warm, their bodies would rub against each other. Sometimes their hands and fingers would scratch things that were not supposed to be scratched. Some of them would squeeze her breast and so on and so forth. And the sexual feeling increased night and day. Oh, before she realized she was pregnant. This was the prophetess who preached that none of her members should have sex. This was the case. She was pregnant. Was she going to tell her followers that she was Mary the Second? That she got pregnant by the Holy Spirit? Certainly no, not even by Yesaya Kongo. What did she do? She was able to find herbs that she used which caused an abortion. Oh my God, she was free once again to preach to the people. But the weather still continued to get colder and colder around Mount Kimbangu. Maybe the best thing to have done was to move away from the mountain as it was getting colder and colder to fight this sexual pleasure. Mount Kimbangu got colder and colder, and she asked the soldiers to come again and sleep around her. It looked like she enjoyed the first feeling. So the soldiers started rubbing the same things again. Things were rubbing things, and boom, she got pregnant again. Hey, sexual feelings. The weather was cold. It's natural for man and woman to come together when the weather is this cold. Oh my God, the prophetess got pregnant again. Oh my God, she ran to the forest and got the herbs again. And she succeeded in causing yet another abortion. Kimpa Vita. Hey! This time around, She swore that she will never ever get pregnant again. And nobody got to know that she was pregnant. She started preaching again. The Catholic people were so scared of her, the Portuguese. They were not able to preach again. She closed down their churches. At the age of 20, she became the most powerful force in the kingdom of Congo. Even the king, Pedro the fourth, was so scared of her. Everywhere she went, soldiers followed her. Hey! One day she decided that she would go up on Mount Kimbangu. And over there she would go there and pray. Just like Moses did on the mountain of Sinai. She went up there. And while she was praying, that day it got very, very cold. Colder than ever. And she already had medicine for cold. Oh my God. She quickly asked some of her soldiers to come and join her up to keep her cold, to keep her warm. The soldiers became her blanket. And there she was up on the mountain, praying, and at the same time keeping warm. Her soldiers were keeping her warm. Several days she was on the mountain with these soldiers. Oh my God. Boom! She got pregnant again. Third pregnancy. What did she do? She ran into the forest for the same herbs. But this time round, the pregnancy said, I ain't going nowhere. The pregnancy stayed. Her stomach started getting bigger and bigger. She got embarrassed and had to run away from her people because they got to know that, hey, this woman was a very powerful woman who stayed away from all these things that she warned them against. So she ran into hiding. And when she ran into hiding, she waited until she gave birth. Look at the interesting thing. She went into hiding alone. She gave birth alone. She was able to deliver her baby alone, nurture the baby alone. One day, the king asked of the whereabouts of Kimpa Vita. And she asked the Catholic soldiers to come out and help to look for her. At that time, the king opened the floodgates for the arrival of the Portuguese into the area one more time because Kimpa Vita was nowhere to be found. Now the Catholic Portuguese came in and they took over the whole area in no time. One day as they were walking around oh my God, have mercy. They were walking around the area at a place called Sao Salvador. Don't confuse this with Sao Salvador in El Salvador. This is the original Sao Salvador, which present day is called Mbanza, Congo. See what happened? They heard a baby crying from a cave. They moved into the cave and there was the prophetess. Oh my God. Prophetess Kimpa Vita. She had a baby. She was so embarrassed that she had a baby at the time that she told her followers not to sleep around and to stay chaste. See what happened now? They arrested her, took her to the Catholic Church, decided not to banish her or excommunicate her. They tied her to the stake and burnt her alive, even though she asked for forgiveness and all that. My brother, my sister, she was burnt alive at the stake on the 2nd day of July, 1706. Her child, she wanted to be called Lorenzo, but the Catholic Church refused and gave him a different name. Today, we remember the story of Kimpa Vita. She was a powerful young woman, oh my God, have mercy, who was a prophetess. She founded a certain kind of movement known as Antonianism. 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 She believed that she had the spirit of Saint Anthony, and she preached and asked the people to fast. They believed in her. She gave hope to the black people at that time, and she was able to form a formidable movement that chased away the Portuguese. Sadly, she fell. And how did she fall? Sex. Oh my God. She got pregnant 3 times, aborted it twice. The last one, the abortion didn't go, and she ran into hiding. She lost all her power, and she was arrested by the Portuguese Catholics, burnt at the stake alive, while she was praying to God and asking Yesaya Kongo to forgive her for letting him down. She continued to pray and pray. She never wailed. She never shouted until she was bent all the way down to ashes. Right after that, the Portuguese had the leeway to enter into the kingdom of Congo. And the same prophecy that she gave them, the Portuguese Catholics took over the whole area, enslaved the people, killed them, and raped them. My brother, my sister, they raped the people of the Congo. The same prophecy that Kimpa Vita gave them, everything came to pass, and even worse. In fact, King Pedro himself, who was warned that Yesaya Kongo had denied him and wanted him to leave, in fact, was captured by the Portuguese, and he suffered the same fate. Oh, as the king before him. My brother, my sister, if only they had listened to the words of Kimpa Vita. Today we remember this great black woman. Today we remember you, Kimpa Vita. Oh, mommy. She died at the age of 20. Mommy, menubeko. Mommy, missy menubeko. Mommy, uniyaminko. Mommy, bye bye you. Oh, mommy. Oh, mommy. Missy menubeko. The mommy family koe. Oh, mommy. Damn fadwe. In the burden of knowledge, I ask you, how will the life of Kimpa Vita impact your own life? She started off powerfully. She had all the spirits and power working according to plan in her favor. She gathered a mighty force. She warned them against sex. She warned them against immorality. She herself got caught in the web of sex. She lost her power. She was picked up and bent and disgraced. Up till this date, Antonianism is still practiced in the Congo and some other parts. In fact, they inspired Kimbanguism and also inspired Machuanism. I know a lot of people are wondering, but if you're a student of the African history class, you must know Kimbanguism and you must know Machuanism. My God have mercy. Oh, mommy. In the burden of knowledge, I ask you, now that you know what to do, be an enyo lea mini obafe, yenzunda kagane, mezaka yine, ye pabango, bokaya nang, fifia nya, no kaina wo, bana ehu, ebeden, missy bana ehu, ebe ya bade, lele anjima, nsinga be konne, lele anjima, nsinga beri.